Hi guys, today I'm going to explain the first problem in Leet code, the two sum problem. Yeah, okay, let's get first understand the question. What the question is: given an array names and an integer target, we are having a array and an integer. Return the indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. We are having a target and also a array, so that what we have to do is we have to return the indexes of the two numbers where the sum of the two numbers is equal to the target. This is the question we are having. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. We can assume that for every input there will be at least one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. Okay, let's see what that does means. Okay, coming to this, we can solve this problem using two approaches. One is brute force and one is using hashing. Let's first get into the brute force approach. This is the array we are having, and the target is 9. So what we have to do here is we have to iterate the whole array, and we have to check whether any two elements, the sum of the two elements will be equal to the target. So for this we are having 2, 7, 11 and 15, and we can say that the two elements will be definitely less than the targets. So here we are having 2, 7, 11 and 15. So 2 plus 7, which is equals to 9. So we have to return these indexes of the 2 and 7, which is nothing but 0 and 1. So this is the approach. So for this, what we can do is we can start a for loop up to the length of the array. Zero to name start length. And next, what the condition they have given is that we cannot take the one element as twice. Say for example, if here the target is 4, so at that time what we can do is what we can fill is like we can return the 0 comma 0, that the element at the 0th index is 2, so that 2 plus 2 equals to 4. No, we should not do that. That is the point they have given here, so that the next loop which I can start is j like from I plus 1, so that the both indexes will not match. And we are checking if let's say the array names of I plus j, if it is equal to the target, then we are returning the indexes which is nothing but I and j. So we are returning the I and j. This is the one of the approach we can solve this problem using this approach. Here the time complexity will be like order of n square, because we are using the two loops, so which is the nested. So for this the time complexity will be order of n square. So we can reduce the time complexity using hashing. So the next we will discuss about hashing, and here the space complexity will be order of 1 because we are not using any extra space for this. So this is the brute force approach. Yeah, we can solve this problem using this also. I hope you are clear with this. And next approach is have said like hashing. So we can solve this problem using hash map to reduce the time complexity. So first I want to tell some functions and the hash like uh, which we use mostly. So one is, so if we want to add first, the thing what I can say is hash map contains key and value of type any, like we can use integer strings. For now we are having both the numbers and the net target and the array of type integer, so we will go with the integer. Next we are having the put function to add the elements, and get is we will get the values of value. And next we are having contains key, which is nothing but we can check whether the element is there or not in the hash function, in the hash map, using the contains key. Yeah, this is the brief explanation of hashing. Let's see now how we can solve this problem using hashing with the order of n time complexity. So we are having this array. Yeah, okay. This is the array. Previously what we have done is we are taking the two elements from the array and we are adding that, and we are checking whether that is equal to the target or not. But here what we can do is we can come up with a small equation that is nothing but we can take only one element and we are subtracting that from the target, and if we get the value which we get, if that is contains in the hash map, then we can say we can return the indexes of the element and the value. So yeah, I will show you how it is. Okay, let's say a variable and store that target minus nums of I. It means here our target is 9 and the nums of I, if you start the loop from 0, so the first value is nothing but 2. So 9 minus 2 equals to 7. We will check whether the 7 is there or not in the hash map. If 7 is there, we will return the index of 2 and the 7. So in this way we can solve this problem. I hope you are clear with this. Yeah, okay, I'll show you how it will be like how can we do this using hash map. First we'll create a hash map. We are having the array and the target both are of type integer. So let's say a name. Yeah, we have created a hash map, and we have to insert here this integer is the key and this integer is the value. So what we are doing is, what I could do is, first I will copy the elements from the array to the hash map. So for this I'll start a loop 0 to name start length, and I have told that to add the elements into the hash map we are having the put function. So with using the put function I can add the elements into the hash map. So hash dot put of names of I, this is the value of the array, this is the key, and next we are storing the indexes as well. So the value will be the indexes values. So likewise like this I can add the elements into the hash map. So now what I have to do is, we have to check, we have to search. Okay, I have told that here if target minus any element, what the value we get, if that is there in the hash map, we can return the indexes of both two. So for this what I can do is, I will start another for loop for searching. Yeah, I can take another variable to store the value which we get after doing the target minus names of I. So I will check whether it is there or not in the hash map. So for that I have told that contains key, means we are checking that whether we got the value which we got, we have got 7, we are checking that whether the 7 is there or not in the hash map. For that we are having the contains key, and what I pass is, I will pass the value something. If it is there, if the value is there, I have to get the index of that value. So to get the values we are having get function. I want to get the value of this, right? So I can pass check here. And returning the indexes, the both indexes. Yeah, this is, and another thing is, they have mentioned that we should not use the same element twice. So the same element is twice in the sense where the I and index is equal. So for that case what I can do is, if I equals to index, I will just continue. Yeah, this is the hashing approach. For this, the time complexity is nothing but order of n. Yeah, the time complexity is order of n. Order of n. And the space complexity is also order of n, because we are using the extra space here. So for that purpose, the time complexity is also order of n. Yeah, for the brute force approach, the time complexity is order of 1, because there we are not using any extra space. Yeah, this is the approach for this solution. Let's get into the coding part. I hope you have understood what I said. Okay, create a hash map. The array and integer target both are of type integer, right? So that's why I'll take the key and value of type integer. Yeah, next I will start a for loop to copy the elements. Add both the key and value. After this, we have to search for the target. So for that, what I can do is I will start another loop. So as I have told you that we are coming with a small equation that is not also an equation. We are checking the each element, target minus each element, what the value we get. We are checking that if that is present in the hash map, we are returning the value and the element indexes. So let's say, for example, equals to so I'll check whether it is there. If hash if it contains I want to get the index of that value, so hashtag get of check. So we are having the another condition also, where I and indexer will be the same. So now what I can return is I and index. Yeah, okay, this is the solution, and yeah, I'll just run and see what happens. Yeah, we have got the expected output. I'll just submit. Yeah, it was accepted. Yeah, this is the solution.